All right, so since the stream is called Nvidia, I'll do Nvidia first, and then I'll look at Open Door, and I want to go over another stock too that looks real good. I did a short on it. There's two stocks I did a short on, and they look real good. Probably go higher. It went up. It did good today, and after hours is doing good. But first, I'll go over Nvidia. So Nvidia looks real good. It went up a lot on earnings. I had a feeling that was going to go up a lot because the last earnings, the Q2 earnings, I think it is, I saw a discrepancy as far as how it was trading before the earnings was released. And the earnings came out August 27th, right? And when it came out August 27th, I'm going to show you how NVIDIA looked when it came out August 27th. So let's go to August 27th. This is kind of the work you have to do to get your prediction correct as far as should I buy or sell. Is the stock going to go up or down? You got to do a lot of research, a lot of reading about news, a lot of data research, a lot of stock chart research, and a lot of technical indicator research. So that's what I did. About 2 or 3 hours straight, I was checking out NVIDIA. Is it going to go up or is it going down? So I kept studying the charts, studying the charts. And you also have to look at sentiment, right? NVIDIA sentiment, AI sentiment. Yeah, Discord. You have the Discord. Your Discord link. Yeah. Let's see. Give me 1 second. I should have it ready, but give me 1 second. All right, so look, here's the Discord. Then we'll check out NVIDIA, all right? All right, here we go. Everybody, if you're here, subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Also, if you want to like this stream, If you want to help me with my goal, if you want to be a member, it helps out a lot. A lot of support. The more support I get as far as likes, comments, subscriptions, members, and super chat, the more I go live, right? I go live a lot more to help everybody as far as knowing what stock to buy and when to buy and sell. Do you think we're going to rally tomorrow or Nvidia is going to dump? Let me get to that in a second. So look, so here's Nvidia. So the last earnings, Nvidia was August 27th, right? So August 27th is right about here. And right about here, August 27th. So leading up to the earnings for Nvidia, it was up a lot. 1, 2, 3, about 5 days straight, it was green, right? But that's not the only thing. Nvidia had a nice run before the earnings. It went from $86 all the way to $185. Pretty much no downtrend at all. Straight up. This was a run. So for Nvidia to keep going up on that earnings, they would have to have outstanding earnings because it was already up a lot from this long run. So that's why, it went up prior to earnings and then it went down because it was a profit taking from this long run right here. That's why it went down after earnings. But then it went up again. So the earnings today, they were good. But also we had a long downtrend for Nvidia. It went from 212 all the way to 179. So even if Nvidia earnings wasn't as good as it was today, I think Nvidia still would have went up, only because how much is down from the high, from 212. But since the earnings were even better than expected, that's why I went to 195, possible $200 by end of the week. It could possibly hit $200 by end of the week. I'm not saying tomorrow because we don't know. We might get some profit taking tomorrow since we jumped up so much. This is a huge day right there, and you may have some profit taking, but how much will it go down from profit taking? I don't know, but if it does go down, maybe it's hard to say. Maybe 192, 192, 190 to 192 if it does go down from profit taking, and then maybe $200 by Friday. But we have to see how much selling, how much profit taking, and any data reports are going to affect Nvidia stock. That's the issue. The rate cut and any other news. I think jobs report coming out maybe tomorrow. So all that could affect Nvidia's run. But that's some of the reasons why Nvidia kept going up, because it was kind of oversold. It was kind of oversold from the 212 to here. It probably should have stopped right around here, actually, 193. But it kept going down. So a lot of times when Nvidia have earnings, it goes up at about $7 to $10. I said that in the video, one of my prior videos. So it was at 182. So do the calculations, very simple math. It was at 182. If it goes up $7 to $10, it's a possibility that Nvidia will hit 193 if it has good earnings. 192, 193. If it has even better earnings, it may go higher than 192. But I knew if the earnings were good, it's guaranteed we'll hit 192. And now we're at 195. So that means we have earnings were even more better than expected, because we went above the price target I even thought it was going to hit. I thought it was going to hit 192. And it's at 196. So that's how good the earnings were that even broke the price target at 192, the $7 to $10 price range. Do you think we'll rally tomorrow? Yes, like I said, it depends on data reports, what kind of news we get. But hopefully, I'd like to see $200 by end of week, Friday. I would like to see. But yeah, as far as the, let me go over one more thing with the news for Nvidia. Then I want to show you the two stocks that I think look really good that can go even higher. All right, pretty much a buy the dip stocks that I want to show you. But yeah, here's the news for Nvidia. Nvidia shares rise on stronger than expected revenue. Nvidia earnings run market suddenly afraid of the AI spending. I don't know what you're talking about there. But if you're watching PLTR was announced during their earnings call. So PLTR could also go up more. Palantir. So that's another one to look for tomorrow, PLTR. But yeah, Nvidia looked really good. Nvidia stock stores after Q3 earnings forecast top estimates with sales for AI chips off the charts. It says off the charts. For the fourth quarter, Nvidia projects revenue 65 billion plus or minus 2%. Wall Street was expecting revenue of 62 billion, but it hit 65 billion. Blackwell sales are off the charts, and they're off the charts without China. So imagine if, that's why I said in the video, imagine if we do get, business from China. The money we're making right now is going to multiply by a lot. If we able to get business from China. The earnings we have here is nothing compared to what we can see if we get business from China. Nothing. It's a lot, but it could be a lot more. But let's see. What else? Nvidia stock rose more than 5% on news. EPS 130. Anticipated 126. It beat the earnings. It beat the revenue. It beat a lot. It did real good. What else? The data center business brought 51 billion versus 49 billion. Nvidia gaming revenue was 4.3 billion, just short of 4.4 billion. That's okay. The game revenue is a little down because we don't make a lot of money from the gaming area anyway, mostly from the data centers. See, I need to fix I got another error on my live stream. I'll fix it next live stream I do. I'll fix it. But yeah, I won't be on long because something having issues with my live stream. But revenue from China, is, revenue from its China specific H2O chips was insignificant. She added, so they're not really worried about it anymore, right? Any questions in the chat? Any questions in the chat? Any stocks you want to see? Uh, if not, I'll go on to the next part of the news. Yeah, so Nvidia, hopefully Friday, maybe $200 if we don't see a significant uh, sell off, profit take. But let me show you this. Let me show you the stocks that I've been looking at. It's called MP and OKLO. I made a short about it just a few hours ago. I made a short on these two stocks, and these stocks do look promising. But here's the PLTR I'm talking about. See PLTR how it's kind of following the Nvidia run, right? It went from 163 and now it's 172. It went up $10. We didn't even have earnings today. It went up $10. So PLTR could be on a rise. 3 weeks red, and we could actually start to see this go up again if Nvidia and the sentiment isn't too bad. It could possibly go up to 183 at some point, maybe next week or the week after. 183. So 165 to 183 would be a big move, right? Open door, please. Yeah, I'll get to open door in a second. I'm gonna show you two stocks real quick that looks good, just in case if anybody wants to buy it, right? All right, the first one, OKLO. Let me get rid of these. Well, I'll put that on there. So OKLO had resistance at 102 this morning, and when it broke, it pretty much, it hovered around that area, up, down, then it went down, and then it traded along this moving average, and then after hours, here we are at 109. So that's real good, 109. And OKLO, keep it on your radar because here's the weekly chart for it. We're down a lot. Four red candles down, and then we had this green candle for this week. So we can possibly go up and hit this 115 at some point right here. OKLO. MP. Let's see. MP, same thing. We had resistance in the morning at $62. The support was at $61, right? And then once it broke the resistance, only up from there. Came up, then it came back down, and then resistance that it had prior was this new support, and then it's kept going up. So OKLO and MP, keep that on watch for sure. Keep that on watch. Let me do open real quick, and then I'm going to head out because I'm having issues with my live stream. Trying to see how I can fix it. How do I fix it? Okay, let's see. Can I fix it? Let's see. All right. Forget it. I'll fix it later. All right, so open door. Let's see. Open door here. All right, open door. So we're still in a downtrend. Open door. Let's draw a line right here. And is the downtrend we are in for open door. And this is resistance we need to break right here. So looks like right here at the 737, we need to break 737 to be in an uptrend. So that's the number you're going to be looking for open door, for it to break 737. If it doesn't break 737, then it's going to, keep trading below this line right here, below these two lines. This diagonal line and this horizontal line is going to trade below those two if it can't break 737. The intraday support was at 655 right there. So that's the price channel we're trading in, 655 to 737. After hours, $6.90. So we're kind of in the middle between the 737 and 655. Let's zoom out a little bit and see what can happen. If it does go any lower. Hopefully not. Let's see. 655 was a support. Okay, so that like another support. So this is a strong support right here, 625. We don't want to see it go below that. If it goes below that, then Open Door could be in some trouble at 625. Because after 625, there's no real strong support after that until like the 559 and then the 450 area. So be on alert not to break $6.25 because Open Door could be in a little bit of trouble if it does. Because remember, I just said it. If it goes below 625, 550 could be on deck. 553, and then next one wouldn't be to 445. So we gotta hold that $6. Resistance, we're talking about 698, and then after that would be 737. So that's it for Open Door. I don't see too much news for Open Door right now. As far as the economy, there's some bad news with the economy for Open Door because the rate cut. They're not sure if they're gonna do a rate cut in December, and that's gonna hurt Open Door and also the stock market in general, but especially Open Door because no rate cut is gonna make the housing market expensive. So that's why Open Door is going down. And the longer it takes for the rate cuts to go down, the longer it's going to take for the housing market to get back on its feet again. And that's why Open Door actually goes down. It's not because the business model is bad. It's not because people are selling shares because they're trying to get out of the stock. It's not because the institutions or the people who work for the company is getting out by selling shares. It's just that the longer it takes for the interest rates to cut, the longer it takes people are going to start buying houses again. And that's the main issue. And the longer it takes for the housing market to come back up again, the more money Open Door is going to be losing because they have houses on their books. They need to sell these houses. But how can they sell the houses if no one's buying houses, right? So that's the issue when it comes to Open Door and why it goes down when the economy has bad news, bad data reports, and jobs report. So we need to see interest rates cuts, and we need to see a better jobs report for Open Door to start moving back up again. And also, the CFO sold some shares, right? But the CFO, she said it was for tax purposes, not because she's trying to get out of the stock, because of tax purposes. So, they're downplaying that news that the CFO sold $39 million worth of shares. But hopefully that's a temporary thing. It'll go back up from that. But the main reason why we're going down is because the interest rate cuts. Hello, Robert. Welcome. I'm actually not going to be on long because I have an error on my screen. It says YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. And I know how to fix it. I do not know how to fix it. It says error, poor streaming status. So that's why I'm probably going to get off. I need to learn how to, I got to figure out how to fix it. No problem, Hannah. No problem at all. Hopefully Open Door gets better. But it just can't get better until the economy gets better. The economy keeps going down. Open Door is going to come down. When the economy goes up, Open Door is going to go up. It's because Open Door is a recovery stock. When the economy recovers, Open Door recovers. That's just how it is. That's just how it is when it comes to recovery stocks. Carvana went through the same thing. All right. Carvana wasn't doing well. Then when the used car market starts to get better, Carvana got better. When the used car market started to boom, people started buying used cars again, Carvana started doing much better. So it's same thing. No difference at all. So that's the issue with Open Door at the moment. But hopefully, it's a temporary thing. Hopefully it's just temporary. And we get back on track again. But we got to see these data reports. We don't know what's going on. We can't see the data reports. Right? But yeah, I need to fix this. I'll fix this. I should fix it now. Robert, Hannah, thanks for joining. So hopefully you join back again tomorrow, Hannah and Robert. I'm going to try to fix my live stream, and hopefully tomorrow is much better. So join again. Hopefully, maybe I'll be back on around the same time, maybe around 8 o'clock p.m., 9 p.m. Eastern. I'm not sure what time that is for you, but hopefully I'm on around that time, and hopefully the stream is looking good too, so I can fix it. Thanks for joining, and take care.